And by the way, speaking of that, we will have strong borders and we will have the wall, and Mexico will pay for the wall. Mexico will pay for the wall, believe me. Believe me.
You hear about Trump? Yes, sir. What are you going to do about him? What do you want me to do? Stop him. From what? From taking a town. Can you prove that that's what he has in mind? Well, it's obvious. But can you prove it? In order to arrest him, the sheriff has to have a charge. And Trump hasn't given him a thing to go on. Well, there's got to be some way to stop him. Well, if there is, I don't know it. It's a funny thing. Sir? When we were kids, we were all afraid of the dark. And we grew up, and we weren't afraid anymore, but it's funny how a big lie can make us all kids again. Hobie had checked the town. The people were ready to believe. Like sheep, they ran toward the slaughterhouse. And waiting for them was the high priest of fraud. I am the only one. Trust me. I can build a wall around your homes that nothing will penetrate. What do we do? How do we save ourselves? You ask, how do you build that wall? You ask, and I'm here to tell you. You're a liar, Trump.
Trump equals 88 in simple gematria. Donald J. Trump equals 888 in English gematria. So clearly, Trump's number is 8. So we go to the Hebrew alphabet, modern and old school Paleo Hebrew. And you ain't gonna believe this. When you go to the 8th letter in the Hebrew alphabet, the Chet, it means wall, fence, or separation. And the bottom symbol is the old school Paleo Hebrew symbol, which looks exactly like a wall or a fence for the number 8, which is the letter Chet. And Trump is the number 8. Everything they're doing is all biblical. If you don't understand what's going on biblically, how all of this is scripted, then you will be just blowing in the breeze with whatever they say, thinking that it means one thing, but it's way deeper. Also, the name Jesus equals 888 in Greek. And the number 8 also means new beginnings and eternity. And in the Bible, there were 8 people that got on the ark, right? Noah's ark. The man-child is circumcised on the 8th day. Remember, the devil is a counterfeiter. So I'm not saying that Trump is the Antichrist for sure, but he is an Antichrist. And look at this. I mean, you can't even make these matches up. Donald J. Trump in Hebrew gematria, look at this, equals 1189. 1189. You know what that number is? The King James Bible has a total of 1189 chapters. This is broken down into 929 chapters in the Old Testament and 260 chapters in the New Testament. So Donald J. Trump in Hebrew gematria equals the exact amount of chapters in the King James Bible. Then we go to the 4th letter in the Hebrew alphabet, the Dalet, and it means door or entrance. You see that? The Dalet, the number 4, means door and entrance. Who said I am the door? Jesus. Who says I stand at the door and knock? Jesus. And look at that. Jesus equals 444 in English gematria. And so does Messiah. 444 in English gematria. And the 4th book in the Bible is Numbers, because there's a connection between Jesus, the door, and Numbers. Number 4. You know who else equals 444? Lucifer equals 444 as well in English gematria. Ultimate counterfeiter, just like Donald J. Trump equals 888 and Jesus equals 888 in Greek. Same difference. That's why the Bible says Jesus is the Lion of the tribe of Judah. And then Satan is described as a roaring lion seeking those he may devour. There's two things going on here. One is counterfeiting the other. 2 Corinthians 11:14. And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. Look at all these 8s. The book of Revelation has 22 chapters and a total of 404 verses. When you multiply 22 for the chapters times 404 for the verses in the book of Revelation, it equals 8,888. 8888. Why is this familiar with Trump and Jesus? Because we're at the book of Revelation. We're at the end. We're at the end of the book. And I know most of my subscribers are awake, but if you're not and you're watching this video, now you know we are at the end of the book.
Remember, Genesis is Skynet. When Genesis comes online, Judgment Day begins. Genesis is Skynet.
Torah is just a long string of numbers. Some say that it's a code sent to us from God.